Here with Sheldon Schultz, and we're getting in front of the camera and we're talking about your next fight you got coming up against Lybon, another good fighter. You've just joined your new coach. Let's get there first before we even get to the fights. How did that all happen?
I'm sure everyone knows about Rourke. I was working with Uncle Mimo's son actually, and that's how we got to talking one day, and I was like, listen coach, I really need to get into a gym and train, and at that time Uncle Rocky had just retired. So yeah, that's how it happened, and then next thing I was training with the coach, and just started building a really good chemistry, and that's how the whole thing happened, and changed my whole boxing stance, if I can put it that way, and become a lot more technical, and I've just fallen in love with that kind of style of boxing, the art of boxing, if I can put it that way. Yeah.
Well, coach, what's your obsession with barbers? This is not the first barber you're going to be training. What's happening?
I don't know what it is, but they just seem, I don't know, either they seem to come to me or I'll go to them. But my son is a barber, Rourke is a barber, Sheldon's a barber. My next one's not going to be a barber.
Are you sure?
100% sure.
How do you feel working with Sheldon? Now, you guys have had some time to work together. How do you feel he's developing under you?
He's amazing. He's a completely different fighter. I don't want to say too much about how he is now.
Yeah.
But like he says, technical, he's now a boxer. He's moving brilliantly, he's fit, he's dedicated, and we get on very, very well. So I think we're going to go far, him and I.
Well, Sheldon, have you found a home now? Do you feel like you're with the right man now?
Yes, I do. It was very heartbreaking when Uncle Rocky retired, because I just felt like I'd settled, and I felt like, okay, this is a good chemistry, but by the grace of God, everything happens for a reason. And I'm really, really happy being with Coach. I call him the Al Kukui, because I always make a joke, he's the boogeyman. He's the Italian boogeyman, But what we're going to bring up, I don't want to talk too much either. I'll do all the talking in the ring, but I feel like our chemistry is really good, and it helps, because at the end of the day, I'm a very passionate person, and I like to be in a place where I'm happy, and, it just makes everything better, makes the whole journey better as well.
Well, let's talk about your fight now, because that's important. You got to get through that fight, and is it for the Gauteng title?
Yes, that's correct. Yeah.
All right, so you got to fight Lybon and Chinese. Fought Boyd Allen previously. He's lost to Boyd, so you've also got to kind of do something, because he's a good fighter himself, isn't he?
100%, yeah. I don't take anything away from him. He looks like he's very hungry, and he looks like he's coming to fight, and that's all I want. I want a guy that wants to bring it all. I'm not scared to fight anyone. I've never chosen my opponents. Any opponent that's been put in front of me, I've accepted it, because that's what we're here for, and I don't believe in a loss. Every fight that I've gone through, I've actually learned more from losses than I have from a win, and everything I've been through is really made me pull deep down. So I'm excited for this fight. He looks like a guy that likes to fight, and it's exciting. It gives me an opportunity to show people what I have in store.
Well, without giving away too much, because obviously the whole exercise of you taking over a new boxer is to teach him new things, but what was some of the things that you had to maybe change in Sheldon?
I think I've made him more into a technical boxer, not just a brawler, to work from behind the jab, use his combinations, use his angles, and I think we've changed you quite a lot.
Definitely.
Compared to the last fight I watched of you.
Yeah, definitely.
To me now, he's a boxer.
Yeah.
Well, one thing you can't take away is that he's got a good left hand. That left hand has done a lot of damage to a lot of opponents previously. Having to work on that, is it obviously better to have someone that does possess a little bit of power?
Power. I believe, like knockouts, guys say you're like a one-punch knockout artist. I believe in working from behind the jab, and I think whether you got a very strong right hand or left hand as your power hand, all comes from setting him up for the jab, softening your opponent up and working off your jab. To me, that's where your power comes from, the power hand.
I suppose you're obviously implementing that in your training camp right now. I want to talk about media speculation. There's been rumors of get through this fight and Mark Farah gets through his fight, that you guys will be lining up maybe for a defense of the title that you would be winning in this fight. Is that true?
Yeah, there has been a lot of talk
that
they want to put us against each other. I would love to fight him. He's coming down to my division. I don't want to talk bad about him or anything, because it's not about that. I would love to fight this guy. I would love it to happen. At the end of the day, if they can put it together, because coach has been putting a lot of work into me. I've been training with Z as well at Hard Knocks for extra fitness and conditioning. And I honestly feel like I'm a completely different boxer, and I don't think anyone can beat me. You know, as long as I keep, like coach says, if I keep my hands up and I keep fit and I'm staying focused and I'm boxing, like they're gonna have trouble to hit me and to beat me. You know what I mean? But this is boxing. It does take one shot, but like I say, there's no losses, and I'm not going anywhere. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what your career has been about. It's been kind of like hits and then miss, hits and then miss, and
yes.
like now it's about, you know, sitting down and concentrating.
100%.
And do you feel at this point in your career and your life and everything like that, that it's the case that you are concentrated now?
Yes, I agree with you there. Like you said, ups and downs, and coming from a very poor amateur background, only having like 4 fights, they moved me up to silver very quickly so I could fight for Gautengs and Ekulenis, and then nobody wanted to fight me. And yeah, it's, you know, I've had to learn the hard way in the deep end, and I feel more focused. I feel smarter as well. I feel like I think about things a lot more instead of just going and hitting the guy and gassing out. Like I want to be able to throw combos from the beginning to the end. So yeah, I do feel like there's been a big growth and a change, and I don't feel like I'm the same guy that I was at all. You know, so if anyone's watching me then and thinking that's the same Sheldon,
Let them think that.
then good luck. Yeah. Yeah.
So the welterweight division now do you think Sheldon will be like that primarily for the rest of his career?
Yeah. He's very comfortable at that weight. And I think he's a nice height or a nice reach for that weight. So, yeah, I'd like him to stay there. But, you know, obviously we'll see as time goes on. But for now, I think that's where he's suited. That's where he's best at.
Well, Sheldon, I don't want to you don't want to call out boxers or anything like that.
Yes.
But I mean, are there any other boxers that are in your vision? In your sights?
Yes, there is.
Who?
Man, I'd love to fight Tools one day. I know that's still far in the future because he is an excellent boxer and he's super fit, and I've got a lot of respect for him. And Jabulani McKenzie, I would love to fight him. I feel like his style is made for my style, and I know a lot of people think they can beat him, but he's a very fit, super smart boxer, and he comes in and out, and that's my style too. So if I could fight a guy like that, we could entertain, and you know, it'll just be a great clash. But yeah, when I get there, I think that will happen. But yeah, my sights are on those guys, to be honest with you.
Well, that's good. I mean, you obviously want to take big fights. I mean, naturally,
Yes.
if you didn't have that sort of ambition, then you're in the wrong sport.
Yeah.
So what's the point?
Yes.
What's going to happen on fight night?
We're going to win big time.
Simple as that.
Simple as that, nothing else.
No points prediction, no knockout prediction. No, just
We're going there and we're winning. Whether it be KO, whether it be TKO, whether it be points, whichever way they want to do it, we're winning that fight. The title's coming aside.
And from your point of view, do you want to win big? Does a win just suffice? Do you want to announce yourself? How are you eyeing this?
I would love to go the distance so that I can show people my boxing skills, because I really feel like a completely new boxer. And you know, it's very entertaining when a guy can't hit you and he's frustrated, you know. But if I get the knockout and it happens, then it happens. But by the end of it, we will definitely be walking away with that belt. That's for sure.
Before I ask you to send a message, do you want to rep your barbershop real quick, since we are sitting in it right now?
I would love to, yeah, man. I'm a level 4 barber, so I believe in the old school traditional hot towel shave and fades, and you know, I do threading and I study the anatomy of the skin. So yeah, if anyone's ever in Edenvale, please come through for a coffee or a beer or whiskey. For me, I'll have a water with you. But yeah, come through. It's an excellent place, and yeah, just very thankful for my coach and for all the support from Hard Knocks and everybody. Yeah, I'm just very confident and very happy to be here, to be honest with you.
So guys at home, if you hail from the Vale, you know where to support. And a message for Lybon before you step in the ring with him.
Man, I hope you're ready, because I'm ready. I'm ready for you, and yeah, the best man win.
And then just lastly from you, a shout out or a thank you to anybody?
Just a big shout out to my coach. It's been quite a crazy year. I'm sure everybody's experienced it during lockdown. Thanks to you for coming through and just showing us support. Thanks to my family and my brother. You know, he's always hooking me up with some fresh gear. And just a big shout out to Zarin from Hard Knocks for helping me with technical work. And yeah, at the end of the day, just thanks to God, eh?